Hello everybody, welcome back to Taste of Reality. My name is Queenie for those who don't know me, reviewing Love Island Season 8, Episode 2. Before I get into it, please make sure to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell, and leave a comment down below. So I found it interesting how, although this season the picking was different where the public voted, everybody is still staying true to their partners, which I would think like if you, well, not everybody, but a good handful of people. I feel like if you have an attraction for somebody else and you didn't get to make that decision in the beginning, maybe you would be more inclined to go pursue the person you actually want to pursue. But that's not what's happening this season. Do you like, I wonder if you guys have any theories as to why that is, because I thought this season's group of people, I think it's a good pick. I think it's a good starting lineup, but I think that maybe this might not come off the way that I intend it to, but like I feel like everybody's feeling themselves, you know? So because they're all such strong picks, maybe they don't want to put in the work and like graft, as you guys say over there. So everybody's kind of like sticking to themselves when it's like, it's Love Island. Come on, like, let's do some work. Let's do some damage, okay? So speaking of doing some work, Davide is wasting no time in getting to know the women, and he is talking to Gemma, and honestly, he talks a very, very good game.
I need to see good personality. I need to see that she's ambitious, she's family-oriented.
Yeah.
Also that she's caring about, her man.
That's a pretty long list. Yeah.
I like his answers, but his answers are almost too perfect. I'm like, you know, you got the accent, you got the Italian charm, you know you're attractive. Like, I feel like it's lip service, and I've yet to see if he really means what he says. However, Gemma's working overtime, okay? And I find that hilarious because Liam still thinks he has some kind of connection with her. He's like, I can't really read her. I don't know where she stands. How do you not know? How do you not know? Everybody knows, okay? Like, come on. So then later on, he chooses to pull her aside to kind of see where she stands. And I'm like, she couldn't make it any more clear.
Yeah, like I am attracted to him.
Yeah, no, I get that. There are qualities about you that I definitely look at and think, yeah, like, definitely.
Baby, hey. She don't like you, okay? She don't like you. Never did like you. Ain't gonna like you. Liam, get it together. Speaking of struggling to read their partners, Amber and India are having the same issue as Liam, where they can't really tell if the guys that they're partnered with are actually interested or if they're just going with the flow. And if they are interested, they're not putting in enough work to show they're interested.
You know, you just know when someone likes you, like whatever, and it's agging me that I literally
You can't find that out about him.
Just because you're a nice guy doesn't mean we have a connection.
I just don't want you to fully close the door on him.
I'm honestly not surprised that the guys are choosing to act this way because for me, I see Dami as somebody who tends to be pursued. And that's not to say he isn't capable of pursuing a woman, but I think he's used to being approached. Like he's used to girls maybe fawning over him. And so for him to do the legwork, he's like, no, I'm not doing that. And then with Ikenna, he gives me, like maybe he's an attractive guy who doesn't really realize how attractive he is. Like, I'm not saying he's drop dead gorgeous or anything, but like he's a good looking guy. Like, put yourself out there, make yourself available so that, come on, let's get things moving. Like he's very timid, it seems. He has good conversation with India, but she has to pull it out of him. And as a woman, that gets exhausting after a while. So hey, Ikenna and Liam and Dami, wake up. After the first night, everybody's keeping it pretty tame. There was hardly any cuddling from anybody, no kisses shared at all, which, I mean, it's not like I was looking for it, but I'm like, dang, this is not typical of Love Island. So the next morning, people are like, okay, we're a little bit more comfortable with each other. Let's try to have more conversations. The first of few, were between Amber and Dami. And they're having some semblance of a, hey, do we like each other? What does that look like? And hopefully this will lead to Dami, taking some action.
So are you still going to be stubborn?
Stubborn.
Yeah.
I'm not fucking cooking for you, if that's what you're asking.
Do I have to hold the door open for you and stuff like?
Yeah, I do think those things are
All
nice.
right.
Something tells me that he wants to keep his options open. I haven't seen anything from Amber that's like a solid, oh, let me, settle in with this girl. So I can see him just being like, what's coming in next before I fully commit, which I understand. Then you have Tasha and Luca, who aren't partnered up, however they want to be, and they're trying to see, okay, how do we handle this with Andrew being on the side? Like, what does us being together look like?
Because obviously you're like bros.
No, I'd say I'm bros with everyone in there.
It's a weird one because when a guy's too like on me already, that pushes me away a bit. So
Well, you don't like being smothered, basically.
I feel like when I see these two interact, I get a better energy between them two than their own partners. With Luca, it seemed like his conversations with Paige were very like physical or sexually charged, and so you can't really see past that. I don't really see chemistry. I just see a lot of like flirting, more so on his end than Paige's end. And then with Andrew, oh my gosh. See, this guy, I can't remember anything about him. He's just kind of like there. And I could see why Tasha's not really like vibing with him, because he's not giving us anything to vibe with. So fast forward to the challenge. They finally have their first kiss, and poor guy, he's out here thinking, oh, that kiss was great, class A. That's not the consensus.
First kiss with Tasha. Yeah, it was a good kiss as well. Yeah, very good kiss, so I can't complain with that.
Andrew, too much tongue for me.
So like bad kissers don't know that they're bad kissers, huh? Or maybe he's not a bad kisser, he's just not a good kisser for Tasha. Because later on in the episode, he did try to kiss her too, and she's like, really, right now? Like, this is happening? And I'm like, Andrew, quit while you're ahead. She doesn't like it. It's too much. It's giving lizard, okay? You know them Just Eats lizards in the commercial? You're one of them. Please stop. Some other things that we learn in the game is that Luca is the big spender on dates. Andrew had a threesome in a club, which is a shocker to me, child. Luca's line of questioning was actually strategic because Paige's favorite sex position came up as a question, and he failed.
She told me the night before, so...
Paige, demonstrate it on Luca.
Honestly, we'll save that for like a private time.
And then you have Dami, who, I mean, the intrigue with him is just increasing, for me, at least. Because, yeah.
This boy has a heart-shaped birthmark on the tip of his penis.
Because nobody believes it. Even the boys don't even believe it. They need a proof check.
So in the challenge, you know, typically people are just like kissing around and there's not really much chemistry going on. So it's hard for people to say like, oh, now I feel a strong connection with so-and-so, because they just see the kisses as a game, right? So India is really struggling because even though she kissed Dami and I think also Ikenna and somebody else, she's not feeling a spark with anybody in the villa.
There's no graft, there's no chase. And I'm not used to grafting for men. It's kind of hard for me to sort of talk about how I feel about him because I still feel like I don't know him enough.
So this is what I was saying with like, I feel like everybody this season is kind of feeling themselves like, which is ironic because I just said Ikenna is not really putting himself out there. I don't know if is it because we're just coming out of the pandemic? Like, do people not know how to socialize with each other? Like, what's happening? Because she's saying, I am attracted to Ikenna, but him being nice and him being attractive is not enough for me to want to really dive in head first. And so if he would at least let me know, like, hey, I likes ya, I want ya, we could do this the easy way or the hard way, at least you'd have something to work with. But as of right now, Ikenna, you're ruining it.
Oh, man. You're just ruining it. Look at my lips. You're ruining it.
In the evening, everybody is getting ready for the party or whatever. Davide is close to having to make his decision, but leading up to it, he's really keeping his cards close to his chest. And although it seems like all the women would be keen on being picked by him, one woman in particular is like, hey, it's me, right? Because I'm trying to give you this vibe, and I hope that you're picking it up.
Do I want you to choose me?
Yeah.
Well, what do you think?
Yes.
okay, well, why ask me then?
Fast forward to the end of the night when it's time to make his choice. He does end up picking Gemma, and he says that it's because it's past attraction. You know, he actually can see a future between the two of them. But let's actually talk about that. So a lot of you guys were saying you actually do like Gemma, and Liam is the person who you don't like. But regardless, even if you like the two of them, some people did bring up the age difference, which is a similar age difference between her and Davide. He's 27 and she's 19. And earlier in the episode, he was talking about how he's in a place now where he's trying to have a serious relationship. He's, you know, past the player days, past the going with the flow. He's really looking for somebody to build with. I don't think Gemma would be that one. So when he says he picked her for more than just attraction, I'm like, I feel like that's BS, because what about Gemma gives you longevity? I don't see it. Of course, you go with who you're most attracted to, and I wish he just left it there. But I'm like, you just said you're looking for something long-term. The 8-year age gap, I mean, it can work, but I feel like it works better when it's like at least late 20s with early 30s, like starting up there. But 19? I don't know about that. This is why did they put Gemma on? Like, was it for publicity? Somebody let me know, because I don't get why she was casted, honestly. But however, since Gemma now has a new partner, it leaves Liam without a partner, and I don't really see him connecting with anybody at all. So he's gonna have to put in work with these new ladies coming in. We have Afia who's coming in, and also Ekin, I think. Ekin was part of the rumored cast, so it's no surprise that we do see her. So hey, Liam, it's time to get to grafting, because all you guys, with the exception of Luca and Davide, are slacking. And it's embarrassing. Do better. That's it for this episode. As always, please make sure to like the video, subscribe and hit the bell, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.